Hey there, everyone, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to another blind reaction of some MLP Fanwork. And this time we're back to DWK's A Totally Legit Recap Series. Or just Totally Legit Recap Series, I don't know why they added the A there. DWK's Totally Legit Recap. This time we have episode number 20, Health of Information, what the hell is wrong with me today? A Health of Information, and episode number 12, Discordant Harmony. It may seem out of order to you, and to me, so I decided initially that I was going to wait until he got more done and react to them in order, chronology as far as the episode order, not the order he released in. But then I put too much stock in it. It's not like it's a common thread throughout. It's not, and yeah, it's a common theme throughout, but there's no common story arc throughout each of his things. It's like watching old episodes of South Park or something, you know. It doesn't really matter what order you watch them in because each one is its own freestanding thing. And there have been other stuff that you watch out of order that were put out of order, like Star Wars or Firefly. Although Firefly ended up fucking itself when they did that, but yeah, that just confused, and it didn't last more than a season, and it had so much potential, but no. And no, I'm not comparing this to Star Wars or Firefly, but just saying things don't always have to be in order. And it's been a while. There's a backlog of stuff that I should get to, and I've been missing these, so figure by the time he gets around to those, I'm not pushing him or hassling him about to hurry it up and do these or anything, so do what you gotta do, take your own time. But by the time he gets around to them, who knows how long it'll be before I can get to it, because right now I had up to episode 10 of season 7, and then 14 and 15, or was it 15 and 16 of season 7, it skips, so now I have episode 12, don't have 11 yet, then it jumps to 20, and then it goes back to then some in season 8, and really, what's really the point of waiting? So I just decided, yeah, I'm just going to react to them in the order that he put them out. So, episode 20 first of season 7, then episode number 12, and then whatever's next. The link's in the description below. Be sure to support DWK. And let's get it started with episode number 20, A Health of Information, Totally Legit Recap. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome back, my friend.
You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life.
Oh, you're rhyming again.
Alright, so, Nutter Butter and Zecora are hanging out in the swamp gathering up some bogweed for a party this weekend, and Z-Dog is like, check it out, dude, I think we're in luck. This shit's gonna get our friends high as all. Man, don't take this the wrong way, but I've always wanted to ask you, like, what's with the rhyming thing? Does it just when you talk, or do zebras, like, write legal documents in verse? Alright, look, can you keep a secret? Yeah, of course. It's not a cultural custom, I just have really bad OCD. Oh, well, fuck me, I actually never would have guessed. Why do you think I moved out here? Now let's head home. I could use a cold beer. Fuck, god damn it, son of a bitch! I don't know if I could provide that for you. Anyways, Zecora falls into the swamp and goes to an underwater hair salon, but when she gets back, something isn't right, so Butterball takes her to the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, it's just as I thought. I'm afraid you have a very rare disease called swamp AIDS. What the hell is swamp AIDS? Well, it's a form of plot fever. I mean, like that thing Starlight and Trixie get sometimes where they spend all night in that wagon and they smell like seafood the next morning. No, I mean a serious but previously unmentioned illness that appears for the first time on a Saturday. Look, basically you're gonna be in agonizing pain for about a week and then turn into a tree. And Z's like,
is there anything that can be done for such a terrible conundrum?
Sakura, that was not a rhyme. That was terrible. Normally, I'm totally willing to overlook imperfect rhymes, but come on, you're putting a one-syllable word up against a three-syllable word, which sounds clunky in the first place unless the shorter word is preceded by one or more that sync with sounds in the longer one. And the supposed matching syllables aren't even an
that
actual
autism.
rhyme. Look, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but Zebra, please, that's just sloppy work. Anyway, the doc's all, nope, sorry, there's no cure. Have fun dying, peace. And Sakura's like, man, what a douche. If I wasn't so sick, I'd sneak in his house and cut off his... Oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. This is all my fault for dragging you out to that fucking swamp. I'll stay with you until the end, bro. I'll make sure you aren't in pain, and look, I know you don't want to be a fucking tree, man. I wouldn't want to be a tree, so when the time comes, I'll, you know, take care of you. I promise it'll be quick and it won't hurt. Actually, there's this one chick who can fix my shit. You just gotta find her. Oh, okay. That sounds a lot more kid.
That sounds better.
Okay,
Yeah.
question. Does nobody care about Sakura? I mean, this Doctor doesn't give a fuck. Spike, it doesn't give a shit. Now Butternut and Twy have to go through all these books to figure out where this healer chick is, so why is nobody helping them? Why aren't the rest of the girls here? Why isn't AB helping? You'd think she'd want to save her potions teacher from turning into a freaking
That's a
sycamore.
good point.
Yeah, Sakura's a weird voodoo lady who lives out in the woods, but up
Well, it
until
brings
now,
up further
it's been
questions I
pretty
didn't know.
apparent
I'll
that she
bring
is
that up
a
later.
well-liked member of this community. So why does nobody but Fluttershy
After the
care
initial
that
problems.
she's dying? So Shutterblush stays up all night doing all the research herself because apparently Princess Twiggy needs her beauty sleep, and she discovers that the chick they need to talk to is Mage Meadowbrook. Now, if you're wondering who the fuck is Mage Meadowbrook, then congratulations, you probably have other things going on in your life than watching My Little Pony.
because I
However,
knew
those
it
of
was
us who are
gonna
not
come.
so fortunate will recall our first encounter with old Glimmylam back here during her naughty phase when she claimed that her staff of
Naughtier,
sameness
yes.
was one of Mage Meadowbrook's 9 enchanted items. So Butters is like, yo man, get up and shake
they
off
never
that
went into
mean
that.
face. We gotta go find this chick. And Twy's all...
But Fluttershy, you haven't slept, and that's a long journey.
And Shy's all, dude, considering Zakura's situation, I don't really give a shit, and I don't get why you do. And Twy's like...
Can we at least grab some breakfast?
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Bruh, I'm hungry. Oh my god, this is because she's a zebra, isn't it? Whoa, Jesus Christ, man, I just need a sandwich. It'll take like 5 minutes. So they stop to see Zakura before taking off, and she's all...
While you're gone,
Yeah, she was the first one who wasn't racist towards her.
And Shy's like...
That was all you bastards.
And I'm like, dude, that's a better fucking rhyme than done and conundrum. Journey and word read at least have the same number of syllables and the vowel sounds match when pronounced. Am I fucking crazy here? Is it just like nobody else cares if this cartoon zebra makes these lame sounding rhymes and it only bothers me because I'm an autistic piece of shit who obsesses over every minute detail of this? Yeah, okay, no, that's the reason. Right, so they go to hit up Meadowbrook in this sketchy fucking town in Pony, Louisiana, and they find this treehouse, and Twiggy's all, man, we need to figure this shit out and bounce. This is the kind of place where they cut off all your limbs, cauterize the stumps, wrap you in leather, and use you as a public spooge repository. Where do you even get an idea like that? Sometimes when I get too drunk, I look through Spike's hentai collection. He's into weird shit. Well, we all do weird things when we're fucked up. It's not like you actually enjoy it and you constantly fantasize about being strapped down and messily violated by a whole town full of hairy, monstrously endowed rednecks, right? No, good thing that's not the case. What's up, bitches? I heard someone talking about me. So fortunately, despite appearances, dude here actually isn't a rapist, and he even shows some Meadowbrook's old journals or whatever, and Buttershush is like, dude, Twilight.
Buttershush.
So
Favorite
check
one
it
so
out.
far.
There's like these bees, right? And they're immune to swamp aids, so their honey is the cure. Because, like, you know, when someone's immune
Because
to
that
a
totally makes
disease, the
sense.
liquids that come out of their body cure that disease. And so I was like, dude, like, fucking science, man. So then Fluttershy tries to go and get some of the honey, but apparently these little fuckers don't respond to any of her animal charming powers, which actually makes sense because if they did, then the episode would be 5 minutes shorter. And she's like,
Yeah.
Not the bees!
You had to put that in there.
anyway, Yellow Quiet racks the fuck out and wakes up 3 days later, and Twigger's just like, geez, Fluttershy, you really needed some rest. I know you want to help Sakura, but you can't take care of other people if you don't take care of Twilight, what the fuck? Sakura's dying, and now I am too, but it's like you don't even give a shit. The lesson you keep trying to teach me would make sense in a lot of situations, but when you're trying to save your friend's life, or your own for that matter, you gotta, you know, kind of push
Gotta hustle.
yourself yourself a little. Wait, swamp AIDS kills you? Yeah, basically. Holy shit, man. I didn't catch that part. Look, I'll fix this shit right now. So, Twilight murders all the bees, takes their honey, cures Fluttershy, and they both go home and give some to Zecora, and everything's fine. And Zecora's like, dude, check it out. Not only did you cure my swamp AIDS, but my OCD's gone too. I don't have to rhyme anymore. And Butterball's all, well, that makes sense, because bees are immune to OCD. Oh, yeah, no, this all makes hella fucking sense.
Yeah, that makes it easier for you in future videos. That's 1,000 hours in MS.
Who shot me, but your pumps didn't finish. Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Nigga, I hit him up.
Alright, so that was Total Legit Recap, a hell of information. Yeah, just brought up a further question. I didn't catch my first viewing of the episode. If it turns them into trees, then were those trees that she caught it from the same previously ponies? Yeah, that had been brought up before, but I didn't catch that one before. Alright, so that was episode number 20. Now moving on to episode number 12. Makes sense, doesn't it? Total Legit recap of Discordant Harmony, Season 7, Episode number 12. Link in the description below. Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, great. It's a Discord episode. My favorite. You know what?
Oh, that's
Fuck
right.
The music,
He hates
forget
that guy.
the intro. Let's just get this over with. Okay. So, we're hanging out at the Flutter Shack, and Discord is just kicking back, having some tea with his waifu. So already I'm mad because he has the one thing I never will. A chance. Then again, even if we did get to meet our waifus and potentially
You have
court
no
them,
chance.
how many of us would really have a chance? So, these
Who
two
said?
are hanging out and verbally filleting each
Nobody.
other like there's no tomorrow, and Discord's just like, oh god, yes, Fluttershy, you are so good at tea parties. And she's all, yeah, baby, say it again. Oh, fuck me, these sandwiches
damn
are
it.
so good, you're a fucking artist. I mean, it's not even that much work. Oh my god, you're so modest. Yeah, almost there. Oh, such a gracious host. Anyway, he finishes fingering her
move on
sandwich,
from
and
that.
while Flutters is catching her breath, he's like,
I never realized how much work you put into hosting these tea parties. I've been taking advantage of your hospitality for far too long.
oh, well, fuck me. That almost sounds like something a relatively sympathetic character would say. However, if there's one thing I know about Discord, it's that he'll give me plenty of fresh reasons to hate him before the episode is over. Right, so Dickbag here decides to actually return the favor and host the next tea jerk with Buttershush, so he goes shopping. Okay, hold on. This is a guy who can open holes in space-time and creates life to use as a towel. Are you seriously telling me he needs to run to the china shop for a tea set? Or wait, is this possibly implying that he doesn't actually create the stuff, he just summons it in from somewhere, so he can't conjure some Earl Grey because he doesn't have any in his dimensional stash? If that were our premise here, then I'd be curious as to what he does with this sheep when he's not using it. Oh my god, look at this chick's hair. It's fucking gorgeous. Look at that layer.
Yeah, you'd have
I don't
to,
know if I could really handle my tea bags
notice the
having any
new
kind of
waifus.
anthropomorphic quality, since the main event of a tea party would consist of drowning them in scalding hot water and then drinking the stewed essence of their soggy corpses. So, homeboy's chatting up Teabagger here,
You know,
and she's
for
like, hey,
kids.
you're friends with Fluttershy? And he's all, yeah, why wouldn't I be? Because you're fucking weird, dude. Seriously, that's pretty much what she said, and I can't really blame him for getting all defensive. That would kind of sting if somebody literally couldn't believe that you even hung out with the only person you actually cared about. But whatever, fuck Discord. I will admit that he's a little bit more relatable in this episode so far, but that doesn't give him a pass on all his previous bullshit. Ugh. This chick really.
No, that was
needs
a
to
great
get the
song.
name of, teabag stylists. You're doing it wrong. Okay, this is the same thing as that tea thing I mentioned earlier. Why would you
I'll
want
talk about
a
the trader
sentient
thing, too.
pinata at your party when you're gonna beat it to death with a bat and eat its guts? Can you imagine this poor thing lying on the ground, broken in half, its candy innards strewn all about the floor,
For
just
kids.
whispering, shoot me, like that sniper chick at the end of Full Metal Jacket. I think that'd kind of kill the mood at your quinceanera. Anyway, Discord's at Safeway and he runs into Ponkers and she's like, wow man, you're having Fluttershy over for tea? I've never been to your house, but I'm guessing it reeks of mid-grade scotch and dried semen. Yeah, what's your point? Well, I'm just saying, you might want to wash all those cum-crusted socks and hide your porn so that Fluttershy feels comfortable. Oh shit, you're right. She's gonna think I'm a huge fucking faggot. Also, how did you know about the socks? Hey bro, I shoot my wad in a sock too. How does that even work? You don't have a dick. Well, not when I'm out walking around town. You know, I thought this whole thing with Discord talking to himself was just like rampant narcissism, but then I saw this. Judging by where he lives and how infrequently we see him, Discord clearly spends most of his time alone, and I'm guessing that having a few clones of yourself to chat up would be nice when you go days on end without talking to another actual person. And this guy's all, dude, she's gonna dump you if she sees this shit. And Discord's like,
I was trying to make the tea party different and special, like me. But all I did was make it chaotic and weird, like me.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm starting to feel for the guy. Wait. No. This is Discord. He's the one character I can rag on without remorse because he's just an impenetrable wall of ego, right? Yeah, I know. He has quote-unquote insecurities, but it's always just bratty jealousness or indignation at not being the center of attention. But this seems different. He actually seems like a person, a very lonely
How about
person,
that?
terrified of alienating one of his precious few friends. Anyway, Discord decides to try and be a normie and quickly realizes that in order to
fuck that
succeed,
shit.
he's gonna have to change literally everything about himself and his life. And all I can say is, I've been there. So Butterball comes over and they're having tea together and she's like, yo man, did you spike this tea with something? No, why? Because you're looking pretty faded, dude. Whoa, what the hell? I was just trying to act normal. Yeah, and now you're disappearing because normal doesn't exist. Wait, it doesn't? The kind of normal you're trying to pull off, like not being eccentric or quirky in any way? No, that shit's not real. I mean, yeah, there are people who make a concerted effort to avoid anything new or unusual or different, but that isn't fucking normal. Those are the weirdest, creepiest people of all, and every time I meet someone who likes things quiet and boring all the time, I can't stop wondering how many little kids they have tied up in their basement. But dude, you're like that. Did you ever wonder what happened to Twist? Okay, so if normal doesn't exist, then
Holy
why does
shit.
everyone always tell me I'm so weird and act all uncomfortable around me? Because you're an asshole. You think I'm an asshole? Not to me, but to everyone else, yeah, and that's what I was getting to. There's no such thing as normal when it comes to shit you like to do or talk about, but the one metric for normalcy that should and ultimately does matter is not being a dick. If you're just a chill guy who makes an effort to get along with people, then no worthwhile person is gonna care if you're into weird shit, and sometimes it can even be the coolest part about you. Wow, so you're saying I can be eccentric as long as I'm not a douche? Yeah, if you're cool and you can handle the bands. Also, make sure you aren't a fat, socially awkward spurg who never showers or shaves and spends all his time talking about cartoons and video games. Ah, come on, Fluttershy, those kinds of people don't exist. Well, not in a questionable way, because they don't belong here.
All right. Stone Fluttershy.
I will admit that he's a little more relatable in this episode so far. Ow, I fucking bit my mouth. Oh, God, I fucking bit the inside of my cheek. Jesus Christ, ow, fuck, ow.
Is it? Did it really happen? Because that sucks.
Oh, that was fucking catastrophic.
All right. Yeah, that's the thing. I know that he dislikes Discord, and I get his reasoning sometimes. I mean, to be fair, Discord's one of my favorite characters, so we're never going to see eye to eye there, but at least he made a comedic about it, and he was pointing out that in this episode, Discord wasn't that bad, but then he's really dealing primarily with just Fluttershy. So could be found relatable here. But yeah, it's the whole funny thing where he tries to make himself, and he's like, no, I hate that asshole. Remember, I hate him. That whole thing, like, reminding himself that Discord sucks as far as he's concerned. But yeah, that whole thing with Discord being a traitor to them, yeah, it pissed me off when he made Fluttershy cry. That was just when it was just like, that was freaking awful. But if you really stop to think about it, yeah, he may have been an ass, but nobody but her treated him with any kind of anything other but contempt at times, really. So you can sort of see his reasoning, but still, when he made her cry, that was just a little too much. So yeah, I agree with the Discord was an asshole in that sense, but in everything else, like, everybody but Fluttershy just treated him with borderline contempt and distrust. Granted, it never gave them much reason to prior to that treat him otherwise. But yeah, I'm kind of worried though about what he's gonna do with the whole the whole Big Mac and the makeup breakup thing, or the breakup breakdown thing. Because yeah, that was kind of a dick thing that he was doing to Big Mac there, but he made up for it. But I don't think that's going to make up for it in DWK's eyes. But I guess we'll see when he gets to that point. So yeah, those were good, as per usual. Aside from the whole overly sexualized stuff, fluttercord stuff in the beginning is just, that's really the one part. I don't like that stuff when it comes to ponies. I don't watch it, don't look at that stuff. It just doesn't work for me. He has a way to, DWK has a way to make it funny, putting them in with adult humor. But that one was just a bit much for me. These characters are too innocent for that. So, oh well. Moving on. Well, no, not moving on. Nothing to move on to. Ending it here. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. As always, be sure to support the official releases. And I'm going to end this one here. Until next time. Take care.